on, guys? That's right, as you can see, we are taking a look at the brand new Team Corally Kagama4. I believe most of the parts are very similar, if not the same, as the Team Corally Synchro 4, except being a truggy or more of a basher, it's definitely going to have some strengthening parts that the Synchro doesn't have. So I'm pretty keen to take a look. I really do enjoy the Team Corally cars that I have, and I'm really excited to test out the Kagama4 and definitely get it upgraded as soon as possible. But that'll be for the next video, guys. Today, it's all stock standard. So we'll get the blue one off the bench, we'll take a look at mine and then get it outside, do some speed testing, do some bash testing, maybe even take it to the BMX track or the skate park. So let's get into it, guys. Right, so this is everything else you get in the box. You get the instruction manual for the car as well as one for the controller. And we've also got a big long antenna tube in there. And this is the controller it comes with, the CT2S 2-channel fully proportional controller. Got all the functions, trim and on and off switch up the top there. Alright, so we may as well start off with style, paint job and everything. It does look good, but I am definitely starting to see a theme with most of these RC cars. You got the white to black to red. On the Synchro here, you've got white to orange to black. Another brand, you got green, white, black. Even on these cheaper cars like the UDI RC Darphonodon, you got black to blue. And just one more example, white, blue to black. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but yeah, it looks so similar to a lot of other paint schemes on the market. Now, I really like these rims. They actually look very similar to some Louise wheels that I have. The tires are completely different though. They look like awesome tires. They are very, very grippy, and the foam in there is substantial, very thick foam in there. So they should do a really good job. Now the rear hub carriers and the front steering knuckles are the same as what comes on Team Corally Kronos or the Kagama 6S. The front CV drive shafts have changed slightly. They've got a capture sleeve or ring around the hinge pin or the CV pin compared to the more common spring style CV drive shafts. Now there is one upgrade that I'm really happy to see Team Corally doing now, and that is using serrated style 17mm wheel nuts compared to their original non-serrated style wheel nuts. We got the Kagama Kronos 6S front bumper on there, which incorporates the bottom skid plate there. Really good to see some nice strong looking skid plates on the roof, and a very similar spoiler to the Synchro spoiler. I believe the fins here are a little bit longer, but it is basically the same as what comes on the Synchro. On the back, we can see the wheelie bar. Just underneath that is the bumper bar. And again, it incorporates the rear skid just underneath there. The wing mount is a part of the shock tower, but from my experience with the Synchro, they are quite strong. So I don't think we should have too much issue with that, but they are rather cheap to replace. If we do break one, I don't really mind too much. But as you can see, the bottom of the shock tower is actually aluminium. It's like a brace that holds everything in place. It seems to reinforce a lot of the parts, which is always good. We can't see them at the front yet until we take the body off, but we can see the shocks on the rear. They seem to be the same as what comes on the Synchro. Same composite shock bodies with the red aluminium shock caps. Super thick oil in the shocks, which I love to see, especially if you like jumping as much as I do. We can also see it comes with the same drive shafts, tie bars, and swing arms or A-arms as the Synchro 4. The chassis is the same as well, except you've got the Kagama4 instead of the Synchro 4 label here. Now, as with most of their cars, the bodies are just held on by the 4 body pins there at the back here. But the body posts themselves look extremely thick, definitely thicker than the Synchro body posts and definitely thicker than the Kronos body posts, so I really can't wait to see what is going on underneath here. Now that is what I call a tough body post and body post mount system, both front and rear, just mounted by 2 screws here, and I believe the little post at the back there just goes into the recess part on the shock tower here. Yeah, same thing on the front there. We've got a 2-piece center top brace. You can just see the split in between the 2 pieces there. And you can just see the rear center brace underneath the little GPS holder here. I believe the bottom center posts there are the same as what's on the Synchro. And we've obviously got that tower structure here going to the top brace or top plate that supports the body itself. The body doesn't actually sit on this though, it doesn't quite reach. That's why I normally put a few layers of thin, soft foam on top here, and that kind of supports the body a little bit more. Now, I believe the electronics are all the same. So we've got the Torox 135/4S speed control, running the XT90. On-and-off switch is just at the back there. Same servo as well, the Vario Pro CR-HV7225 with the same red servo horn as most of the Team Corally cars. And yet we have the Kuron 725 2150 kV 3 to 4S motor. I'm not sure what size the pinion gear is at the moment, but I will check in the manual and let you know. And it is very hard to see in there, but we do have the plastic or composite center differential with the steel gear on there. I haven't had any issues with the plastic case differential, but the aluminium center differential is adaptable to this car, as well as a lot of other parts, because most of these Team Corally cars are like 60 to 65% compatible when it comes to parts. So that is really good. At least you know you can get parts from another car to fit your specific Team Corally car. The battery bay and straps look to be the same as what's in most of their other cars. You've got the little removable piece here, so you can get larger batteries in there. This is the battery I'll be using for the review, the Yumi Power 5200 mAh 80C 4S battery. That fits in nice and snug without having to remove the little plate there. So I shouldn't have to remove that, should be fine until I want to get some bigger batteries in there. But yeah, you should be able to get maybe 6500 mAh 4S batteries in there, and up to probably 5200 mAh 6-cell batteries if you decided to change it to 6S, which I'll definitely be doing at some stage. Alright guys, so Dad had to work today, but I decided to come out and scope out, well, what I thought was going to be a good BMX track. But as you can see, it really hasn't been maintained. The track is no longer visible, but we still have the old berms here, which we should be able to jump off. Yeah, I'll get it all plugged in and see what we can do on these mounds. Yeah, this would be a wicked area if it was maintained. Yeah, the car really doesn't like that overgrown grass. Oh, oh. I don't think I'm going to be able to do much here, guys. Nope, just crash. Yeah, they're not even jumps anymore. The wing keeps popping underneath that body there. The center differential oil is really thin, so we're going to have to get some thicker diff oil in there for sure. Oh, brakes are super touchy. Oh, definitely feels like it lacks power. Oh, 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 oh. Suspension set up nice. Ouch. Yeah, it feels so underwhelming compared to their 6S rigs. If you didn't want such a powerful car, these are a good choice. Oh, oh, that was lucky. But yeah, in my opinion, this seems like it should have a 6S system in it. Yeah, the first thing I'm doing is definitely putting some thicker oil in that center differential. Oh. Oh. Wow. Right guys, this might have to be the last jump. I have to head off and find somewhere else. Oh, definitely the last jump. Well, yeah. Actually broke something. All right, so we broke a CVD, I guess. Lost the ball and everything, so I'm not going to be able to find that in here. All right, so I'm pretty sure I've got another CVD drive shaft at home that will fit in this. So let's get it home, check over the car, make sure there's no other damage, get that replaced, get it back out. Apologies for the mess, guys. I've got the HPI jump shot pulled apart. I've got screws and stuff everywhere. But after having a close look at the CV, it looks like nothing's actually broken. As you can see, the little leaf spring has actually moved out of place, and I believe the pin has just dropped out, which obviously means we also lost the little piece that goes in here. Now I have got another one from the Team Corally Dementor, so I'll be able to fix it up, but the new style spring isn't really looking very promising so far. Alright guys, I think I got a little bit overexcited and completely forgot to do a speed run, so yeah, this will be a quick post bash speed run, and then we'll get it back out for another bash. Yeah, I already got the GPS in the car, got it switched on, so we'll see what we can do. Alright, here we go. Yeah, it's rather slow actually. For a big rig, it seems slow. Alright, one more for good measure. Super stable. Alright, did we get anywhere near box speed? 75 kilometers an hour. 67 kilometers an hour. So yeah, for basically a 1/8 scale car, 67 seems pretty slow to me. With the 15 or 17 tooth pinion gear, you would obviously get a little bit higher top end speed, but I'm not sure how the motor would go. It was rather hot after that short bash, so yeah, I'd probably just leave it stock and deal with the top end speed. But as I said, I'd just go straight to a 6S system and yeah, have plenty of power there. But for now, we'll take it back out and see how we go with another bash. Alright guys, we are at a different BMX track now, much larger BMX track, much better jumps, and we got Dad here. He knocked off work a little bit early, so yeah, we can test both the cars out. Should be good fun here. Bit dusty. Nice. Oh, they're slippery. Beautiful. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit hard to get a view of everything. Ooh, nice. Scratched it. Oh, not quite enough power to do a backflip off that jump. Nice. Woo. Oh, I keep losing that spoiler underneath the shell. Got to get at least one backflip with this thing. Woo. Oh, that was full throttle the whole way. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. Why could I see that coming? Yours seems a little bit faster. Oh. Nice. that was kind of awesome. I didn't expect it. You said jump over me. I'm not sure whether you meant you or your car. Nice. Until I get my hands on one. Now you call it a flying rock. Oh, nice. Phew. Almost. That's broken. Broken? Gotta be broken. Alright guys, so I did try a front flip then. Yes, I definitely broke a swing arm. Whoa! Cracked the swing arm in half. Oh! Oh! That was a hard hit. Yeah, the drive shaft is missing. I can't remember where my car was now. Alright guys, found the drive shaft. Luckily, it's a little bit bent, but I should be able to salvage it. Should be able to bend it back in place. Take this home, get it straightened out, and we'll go over some of the pros and cons of the Kagama. I don't really think there's many cons. It's just me being a nutcase on the trigger. Alright guys, so we're back home now, and I can definitely say that was my fault. It was just a bad landing. But I can't afford to get a new swing arm at the moment. So all I'm going to do is just use the rear swing arm off the Synchro and eventually buy a new swing arm for this. This being the newer car, I definitely had plans to upgrade it and modify it. I need to put some thicker oil in the center differential because that is rather loose at the moment. Some thicker oil in the front differential as well. It's just a little bit thin for how I like my cars set up. The shocks, they seem to be perfect. They're really well set up straight out of the box. We have a major issue with the spoiler getting caught underneath the body, or the body getting caught above the spoiler and pulling the spoiler down. Hopefully we can just trim a little bit of this body and that'll stop happening. It's not really an issue, but it definitely looks bad when the wing's caught underneath the body. So I'll definitely get that fixed up. We have the slight issue with the new leaf style spring that holds the CV pin in place, but I didn't have any issues with the replacement. The more common style springs that we see in most other CV drive shafts. Yeah, I think I might have just been a little bit unlucky. Hopefully it doesn't happen to this one as well, but I can always replace that with a normal style spring if I need to. I really like the dual composite center braces. It allow a little bit of flexibility, but hold the whole chassis relatively stiff. As I said, for me, I definitely think it's a little bit underpowered. So what I'll do in the next video is most likely install a 6S system and do the center differential, and I'll do the front at the same time. But one thing I am really impressed with are these super chunky body post mounts and body posts. Having such a thick composite part, but still with a little bit of flexibility there, is excellent. I cannot see these body posts breaking anytime soon. And having such a large area on these supports here will definitely prevent damage on the shell at the front and at the back. Really love the wheels. Really happy to see they use large bumpers. I really like the idea of the half alloy, half plastic shock towers. And I'm pretty sure this has got exactly the same drivetrain as the Synchro, which I have run on 6S now, and it's had no issues whatsoever. So yeah guys, all in all, it is a really good car. A few little tweaks here and there. I think we're gonna have an awesome car. I've just got to stop trying tricks that I know I probably can't pull off. So yeah guys, this is an awesome car. I really can't wait to get it all set up, get it tuned, and get it back out. All right guys, it's time to get this all fixed up. Cheers, catch you in the next video, and as always, stay safe.